And joining us again is Sarakshi Rai with our media partners at The Hill, and Sarakshi with the Pandas returning back to the district. What does this mean for U.S. China relations?
Well, it's great to be back here on, the day that we know the pandas are coming back, because you and I had a very sad discussion when the pandas left in November. So, DC is very excited, and this is, movement, at least for U.S.-China relations. We heard from the Chinese ambassador to the United States yesterday, who said that both the U.S. and China should be on better terms. He essentially said that for the well-being of both peoples and the future of the world, China and the United States should really choose to be partners and not rivals. And he basically urged everyone and encouraged them to care for U.S.-China relations just as you care for pandas, and basically usher in a peaceful and prosperous future. Now, that's his exact remarks. Now, we know that right now, U.S.-China ties are extremely chill. There's a very, big, barrier in place. We've also seen Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin actually meet his Chinese counterpart for the first time in 18 months, shortly after this announcement. So, there is some movement, but right now the ties are still quite chilled.
For President Biden and President Xi, how can this help strengthen their relationship? That has to be important moving forward, pandas or no pandas.
That's right. And President Xi really signaled, shortly after the pandas returned back to China in November of last year, that China would be sending new pandas to the United States. He calls them envoys of friendship between the Chinese and the American people. We know how important the pandas are for the DC region. We've heard from shopkeepers around the zoo. We've heard from school students who were, at the zoo when this announcement was made, and they had actually come to see the pandas, but there were no pandas in residence. So, this is a big deal for U.S.-China relations. Now, it will be a 10-year lease that the pandas are coming from, and the National Zoo will pay China $1 million a year to really keep those pandas at their zoo. And we've heard from President Biden as well previously saying that, the U.S. and China should have a good relationship. And essentially, there is a lot of stress over the U.S.-China ties owing to the complexities and the pressures of regional conflicts. Taiwan is a huge issue for both the U.S. and China. Conflicts in the South China Sea are a huge issue for relations of both countries, and we're going to see that continue to play out. But really, this is a good signal that at least the two countries are willing to do something on the cultural front.
You talked about the complexity of the relationship between the U.S. and China. What could we see next for these two countries?
Well, we know that, Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin and China's Minister of Defense held their first face-to-face talks in over 18 months. We know that they've kind of explored tentative steps to manage military tensions despite, really their opposing positions on Taiwan, the South China Sea, and other disputes. We've also heard from President Biden, who's made the case, really, that the U.S. and China should stay in high-level communication to avoid a potential crisis. Now, this has not been happening for the last few months. There has been no high-level communication between our country and China, and really this fraught relationship is expected to loom over us and China, as the wars in Ukraine and Gaza continue and the simmering South China Sea tensions continue as well. So we will see there continue to be movement, at least, and we heard from the Secretary of Defense as well, who said more talks are planned in the future. So at least we're seeing communication at a higher level right now.
Is that ongoing dialogue, that ongoing communication key as we move forward?
100%, because, like President Biden said, the two countries have to be in communication with each other to avoid potential crises. And that's something, that communication has not been taking place. And it is now, at least between the Secretary of Defense, Lloyd Austin, and his Chinese counterpart. So that is a start.
And again, Sarakshi, those pandas expected back by the end of the year.
That's right. Pandas are coming back to DC end of the year. Mark that savior date in your calendar, and I'm sure DC will be out to celebrate.
Sarakshi Rai, thank you very much for joining us.